Welcome into LAFC Weekly. Hi, I am Max Bretos. This is the show that gets you up close and personal to all things black and gold. And here we are, a new season, joining you from BMO Stadium. Can you believe it's 2025? It marks the fourth season in charge for head coach Steve Cherundolo. In his previous 3 years, success, having led LAFC to an MLS Cup, to a US Open Cup, to a Supporter Shield, and also 4 additional finals. He has reached rare air as it comes to a coach, and he has several trophies in his crosshairs heading into 2025. He's almost gotten to a better start coaching than he did as a player. Now, that's not a shot to him as a coach. It's just that if you know Steve Cherundolo, he is one of the best American players that we have ever developed. He's got an interesting story to share as we go off the pitch with Coach Steve Cherundolo.
Superb team goal from LAFC. LAFC up 3-0. And LAFC look to have done it again.
Hey, Coach Steve Cherundolo, tell us a little about Steve growing up.
Steve growing up, a lot of sports, all sports. I think he started in rec soccer, which was great. Skateboarded, learned to surf, loved the ocean, swimming, a little stint of water polo, found out that wasn't mine. Baseball, very active child, hated being indoors. So Southern California was perfect for me.
If there was a sport that, because we know about your soccer football career, if there's a sport that maybe you could have taken to another level, what would it have been?
Well, I always wanted to be a professional baseball player. That was sort of my dream. Followed baseball very closely as a kid, collected all the cards. I don't know if I wasn't good enough or I was just more focused on soccer, football at some point, but I just kind of drifted towards that.
Did you have a cherished baseball card?
Many, yeah. I think the set, 1979, the year I was born. I still have it.
What position would you, what was your favorite?
Well, I was stuck mostly second base, shortstop, or center field.
I can see that.
And leadoff hitter.
What could have been? But I think you picked very wisely. When did you know about pursuing soccer, and when did you know that this is something I can really take far?
Yeah, I was blessed with some great coaching growing up. A couple of the coaches were from England or the UK, and actually went on a trip to England. The first game I ever saw live was Arsenal-Liverpool at Anfield, and that kind of sealed the deal. Leading into that, I sort of got wind, okay, maybe you're a little better than other kids at this. Let's continue down that path, and moved to a club with some great coaching, the Nomads, when I was 12. And they planted the seed, and then when I was 15 and I saw that match, I knew that this is going to be my future, and I have to at least try.
It's difficult. You're in San Diego, you're in Southern California, and while there's a lot of players that are now playing in Europe, that wasn't the case when you were coming through. What do you think made that possible to get that jump to Germany?
Very difficult. I think at that time there were some trailblazers. Casey Keller was directly there, Eric Winalda, Claudio Reyna, who I did get in touch with once I did get to Germany. But I was set on Europe. I wasn't too sure if it was going to be Germany or England or wherever. But I was set. I knew I was going to at least try it, fully knowing that it could fail. It didn't, thankfully. And I spent a good 22 years there. It shaped me as a person, the person I am today. It made me also very knowledgeable about our sport.
Without tooting your horn, if you walked around the streets of Hanover, what would the reaction be, knowing how much they love their club?
Probably now a few double takes. Wait a minute, I thought he moved. I thought he moved to LA. But sure, yeah, you get recognized. It's a smaller city, big enough that you can still get lost and see new corners, try new things, new restaurants, but it's pretty small and familiar.
And it's allowed you to come here, but how's that influence in German football and German culture helped you as now in your new role as a coach here in the United States?
Yeah, I think a lot of the German traits, the obvious ones, punctuality, discipline, the way they play is very structured. All I learned are very positive traits and traits that are super important for our sport, and kind of coupled with my easygoing San Diego, sun is shining, board shorts, sandals type guy, have made a really interesting mix for me and have made progressing in this sport, especially as a coach, doable and also palatable, I think, for the players.
All the best with everything, and great to catch up with you, Steve.
Thank you, Max.
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, we go inside Olivier Giroud's journey to the black and gold. LAFC Weekly is presented by BMO, official bank of LAFC. By Stater Brothers Markets, fresh, affordable, community first. And by Pacific Office Automation, official partner of LAFC. Welcome back to LAFC Weekly. LAFC forward Olivier Giroud enters his first full season here in 2025, and that is no minor detail. If you talk to the coaching staff, they will let you know how difficult it is for a big star with a huge pedigree to come from the top European leagues and adjust to the challenges we have here in Major League Soccer. Much different leagues. I did say he was a star. He certainly fits the bill, having played for several of the biggest clubs on the planet and has won every trophy, club, and country there is on offer, including the biggest one, the World Cup, which he did in 2018. He has an interesting story to tell, and now he takes the next step exactly where he wants to be here in Los Angeles. Olivier Giroud is this week's player profile presented by Rockstar Energy Drink.
Hi, I'm Olivier Giroud. I'm a striker at LAFC and I come from Chambéry in France. I started my childhood football teams in Grenoble. I start my my journey in the Grenoble Academy. Then I signed professional in 2005. Then I've been on loan in a club called Istres near Marseille for a year. And then 2 years in Tours FC in second division. And then 2 years in Montpellier in Ligue 1 where I won the league. And I finished top scorer. And then after Montpellier, I received a call from Arsene Wenger saying that he would like to have me in his team. So I was delighted. It was like a kind of childhood dream come true. For me, I always looked up to the franchise at Arsenal, so it was an amazing opportunity to show what I can do, in the Premier League. And then, so 5 years and a half, amazing time at Arsenal. Then I've been transferred to Chelsea Football Club, so the other way of the south part of the Thames. South London, I really enjoyed it. In both teams, I won a lot of trophies, so it was a great time for me. And as I said, I looked up to Arsenal and Chelsea when I was young, so feel grateful about that and to have the opportunity to win 4 FA Cups, 3 Community Shields, Europa League and the Champions League. I feel blessed. After Chelsea, new chapter for me in Italy, in Serie A, and the historical club Milan AC. We won the league the first year. It's been 11 years. Milan fans they were waiting for that, so I feel really proud of it. And Italian football, it's crazy, so passionate fans, so really enjoyed it also. When I knew that Hugo signed for LAFC, I told him, bro, enjoy your time there, but it would be lovely to play with you, alongside you at the club. And a few months later, I decided not to extend my contract with Milan, and LAFC was there. So February, March 2024, I met John Torrington, and things went like quite fast, and I signed my contract, and it was great because I always wanted to play in MLS at the end of my career, you know, for a great experience of life and to discover a bit more about United States and the league. Winning the US Open Cup with Hugo 6 years after winning the World Cup together with the national team, it's still important to win with my bro. There's nothing on top the national team, you know. I'm so proud to play for my country, make proud my family, my friends, to become a world champion, you know, is a childhood dream. So yeah, I feel my career just overcome my dreams. I signed professional, I was 19, but I've been to university at 18 years old until my 20s. I had the opportunity to go to the training in the morning and often doing some studies at the university. So I learned sports sciences linked with the sport. My favorite one is the one I have on my arm. This is Psalm 23. God is my shepherd and He's taking care about me, you know. I know it by heart in French, but in English, not really. But this is my favorite one because I'm Christian, you know, and my faith is really important to me in my life. I believe Jesus is my Lord and my Savior, so I always try to give Him the glory back. Soli Deo Gloria, like we said, the glory is only to Jesus. Also, I've got a Polynesian tattoo on my arm, which talk about my values, and each symbol has a signification actually. So, and I like the shape of the Polynesian tattoo, so yeah, I like it. I feel really good in LA. My family also. I received a very warm welcome at the club. We've done well last year, but I believe we can still do better, win some more trophies. That's why I came here, and I really want to be part of it and to improve my game and to score more goals and important goals. I can see, you know, since the beginning of the preseason that we are working well and we are improving. We're going to be stronger than last year.
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, we relive Giorgio Chiellini's most iconic moments with LAFC. Welcome back to LAFC Weekly. Take you back to the end of the 2023 season. LAFC had just lost the MLS Cup to the Columbus Crew. I was there that day at Crew Stadium, disappointed like everyone else in black and gold. I walked through the tunnel and took a left, and there I saw star defender Giorgio Chiellini. He was seated there addressing the media, the photographers, and the journalists, and he looked at me and gave me one of these. And I knew at that moment he was calling it a career. I could not even imagine what was going through his mind. A quarter of a century of playing football for club and country ending at that very moment. The final 18 months of that storied career occurred here in the black and gold. And he did so much on the field, winning an MLS Cup, and also off of it. And I can tell you, anyone that he interacted with, he left a major impression. Giorgio Chiellini is this week's Call Jacob Iconic Player.
We are here today to welcome a player that has had unprecedented success. And we know exactly what Giorgio will bring to LAFC because it will be what he has always brought to every single team he played on. Which is to do absolutely everything he can to lead his team to victory
Balls for Hollingshead, pucked in for Giorgio Chiellini!
And to championships.
It's not just about my experience here in US. The last year I started to enjoy every day like being the last day.
The way that this guy loves the game, knows the game, interacts with every one of his teammates. When you have him as like a foundation in your back line, it makes himself better and the team better.
I arrived last year with a lot of dreams and hope. I never could dream what I'm living these 18 months.
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, we go inside LAFC's journey to winning the 2022 Supporter Shield. LAFC Weekly is presented by BMO, official bank of LAFC. By Stater Brothers Markets, fresh, affordable, community first. And by Chick-fil-A, proud partner of LAFC. Welcome back to LAFC Weekly. The Supporter Shield is awarded to the team that finishes with the most points in the regular season. That's how a champion is still determined outside of North America. We like our playoffs here, but it was a nice tip of the cap to the European leagues. I will tell you this, the Supporter Shield more and more is gaining more prestige. LAFC won it in 2022, a magical year with a squad that was put together with talent, grit, and determination. And we remember the Supporter Shield awarded right here at BMO Stadium at the end of the 2022 regular season. It is this week's Classic Club Moment, presented by Stater Brothers.
Just up the road in Los Angeles, Steve Cherundolo has been named the new head coach of LAFC.
We do feel really strong that despite last year, we feel really good about the foundation that has been laid here. This club needs to deliver the success that our supporters and our city deserve. We thought Steve was the right guy to help us with that evolution to take us further into greater success in the years to come.
It's very easy to sum up in one sentence. We want to score goals. And we will continue to do that. We are attacking minded. We will also be well-rounded, proactive in all phases of the game. Whether we have the ball, we don't have the ball, we want to dictate what happens on the field.
5 years strong, LAFC going to kick off the 2022 season against Colorado Rapids, the defending Western Conference champions in the regular season. LAFC 3, Colorado Rapids 0 in the opener here of 2022.
It's important after preseason to start the season off with a win. This is one of hopefully many, and this is just the beginning of our journey. This team has character. They found themselves in preseason at some point. This group found a way to be a strong group, to be a family.
Giorgio Chiellini is set to join LAFC. Gareth Bale has agreed a deal to join LAFC.
We are attracting players in their prime who have options in Europe who are choosing to come here.
It's the game in Major League Soccer when these two teams meet.
And at the end of it, Los Angeles is black and gold. And with a goal of the utmost quality.
Dragging around a defender, corner to 6, shot, goal! Getty! LAFC have won the Supporter Shield!
For the first time this season, I am going to say I am afraid. That's all the time we have for this week. But we'll be back again next time. A reminder, come and experience LAFC inside this beautiful building. Go to LAFC.com for details and get up the new gear available at LAFC HQ right next to the stadium, including the glorious new away jersey. Until we meet again, this is Max Barreto saying, let's go, black and gold.